And it came to pass, in the 480th year after the Israelites came out of the land of Egypt, during the 4th year of King Solomon's reign over Israel, he began to build the house of the Lord. The temple that Solomon built for the Lord measured 60 cubits in length, 20 cubits in width, and 30 cubits in height. The porch in front of the temple was 20 cubits long, matching the width of the temple itself, and its depth extended 10 cubits outward from the front of the temple. He made narrow, shuttered windows for the house, allowing small shafts of light to enter. He built chambers all around the outer wall of the house, each 5 cubits high, resting on the structure itself and supported by beams of cedar wood. The lowest chamber was 5 cubits wide, the middle chamber 6 cubits, and the third was 7 cubits wide. Around the exterior wall of the temple, Solomon designed offsets to support the beams so they wouldn't be inserted into the temple walls. The doorway to the middle chamber was on the right side of the temple. A spiral staircase led from the ground floor to the middle chamber, and from there to the third floor. The main hall of the temple was 40 cubits long. At the front of the temple was the inner sanctuary, the oracle, which measured 20 cubits in length, 20 cubits in width, and 20 cubits high. Inside the oracle, Solomon placed 2 cherubim made from olive wood, each 10 cubits high. He set them inside the inner sanctuary so that one wing of a cherub touched one wall, the other cherub's wing touched the opposite wall, and their remaining wings met in the center, touching each other. The walls throughout the temple were carved with images of cherubim, palm trees, and open flowers, from the innermost parts to the outermost. He overlaid the entire interior of the temple with gold, finishing every detail. For the entrance to the inner sanctuary, Solomon made doors of olive wood, with frames comprising 1/5 of the wall. He also made doorposts for the temple's entrance from olive wood, which made up 1/4 of the wall. The doors themselves were made of fir wood, each with 2 folding panels. He carved cherubim, palm trees, and open flowers into them and overlaid the carvings with gold, carefully fitted to the design. Solomon also made all the furnishings for the house of the Lord: the golden altar, the golden table for the showbread, and 10 golden lampstands, 5 placed on the right side and 5 on the left side before the inner sanctuary, along with gold flowers, lamps, and tongs. He erected 2 grand pillars at the entrance of the temple. The right pillar he named Jachin, and the left he named Boaz. Both were topped with lily-shaped capitals, marking the completion of the pillar work. Solomon also constructed a massive basin called the Molten Sea, 10 cubits across and perfectly round. It stood 5 cubits high, with a circumference of 30 cubits. It rested on 12 bronze oxen, 3 facing north, 3 west, 3 south, and 3 east, with their hind parts inward. The basin was a hand-breadth thick, with its brim shaped like the edge of a cup, decorated with lily blossoms. It could hold up to 2,000 baths of water. He erected 2 grand pillars at the entrance of the temple. The right pillar he named Jachin, and the left he named Boaz. Both were topped with lily-shaped capitals, marking the completion of the pillar work. Solomon also constructed a massive basin called the Molten Sea, 10 cubits across and perfectly round. It stood 5 cubits high, with a circumference of 30 cubits. It rested on 12 bronze oxen, 3 facing north, 3 west, 3 south, and 3 east, with their hind parts inward. The basin was a hand-breadth thick, with its brim shaped like the edge of a cup, decorated with lily blossoms. It could hold up to 2,000 baths of water. In addition, he made 10 bronze bases, each 4 cubits long, 4 cubits wide, and 3 cubits high. These bases were adorned with carvings of lions, oxen, and cherubim between panels, and each base had 4 bronze wheels crafted like chariot wheels. Solomon also made 10 bronze lavers, each holding 40 baths. 1 laver sat atop each of the 10 bases. He arranged 5 on the right side of the temple and 5 on the left. The Molten Sea was placed on the right side of the temple, southeast of the main structure. And so, all the work that King Solomon undertook for the house of the Lord was completed.